some cake?
Stationary earth. Hi everybody. Yeah, look, fuck you. I know. Oh, I live in Canada. It's cold. I'm in Chicago. Fuck you. It's pretty cold here. It was 40 degrees last night and it's chilly. So I'm warm. I'm staying warm. Look, see? I'm not a Tim Pool cosplayer. I'm not a resistance fighter. I'm not about to go rob a bank. I'm staying warm. Good morning. Okay, every time when a Floridian says it's cold, everybody's like, you got cold? It's negative 4 degrees. And I have to go, shut up. No one cares. I'm going to complain. It's cold for me. It's cold for me. Okay? It is cold for me. So go fuck yourself. See, shit, 40 degrees. Oh, see what I mean? Always. Every time. You're not allowed. Apparently, when you're a Floridian, you're not allowed to say you're cold. Like, it's against the rules, apparently. Because the moment you do, especially on the internet, is 40 degrees cold? Really? You consider that cold? Yes. I consider that cold. Fuck off. I don't want to hear it. Hi everybody. It is a cold day wave show today. Yeah. Temperature's relative, man. I know, right? And look, I'll apologize. I will say this because I want to be fair here. I will apologize for all of the Floridians that every time you go, oh man, it's so hot, and we're like, you don't know what hot is. You don't know what hot is. Okay, so I will apologize for the people that do that. That's just as annoying. That is absolutely just as annoying. I don't know why I'm sometimes getting these encoder overloads. Everything's set fine. Whatever. I'll fix it after the show. It shouldn't be a problem. It's too many moonbeams. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it is too many moonbeams. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't know. What do you want from me here? What do you want from me here? Why is the encoder here? Let me do something here. Let's try this. This should fix it up. There we go. I dropped the bit rate just a little bit. All right, there we go. Which shouldn't be a problem. I have an i9 with 48 gigs of RAM. No, I'm not Al Baghdadi. You know, you guys, sometimes I think you guys don't take things seriously. I really think you guys just like to goof, and I don't know what that's about. I don't know where you learned that from.
Whoa!
Thank you, Sir Hamster.
Looking like Tim Pool today, Royce.
I am not Tim Pool. I am not Tim Pool. I'm just wearing a beanie. That doesn't make me Tim Pool. Let's why don't we start with a little bit of positivity, right? I think that's always good. Let's do that.
Hi, it's me, Thomas. On Saturday, I ate Dickie's Barbecue. The one on Campbell, yes.
Yes.
On Saturday, I had the brisket, which is good. The only downside about the meal was the mac and cheese, which is like too oily. I didn't like it.
It's too oily mac and cheese?
But the brisket was good, the roll was good, and the fries were good. Yes. But I would avoid the macaroni and cheese.
All right, I will. Hey, anybody going to Dickie's? I think Dickie's is a chain. Anybody going to a Dickie's barbecue, thank Thomas for not eating oily mac and cheese.
At all costs. Mm-hmm. And, oh yeah. Tomorrow, December 3rd, will be a very important day. And they did start the 25 Days of Christmas on the Family Network.
Finally.
They did. All the Christmas stuff. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh yeah. The 6th of December, I'm going to pay my rent. So, yeah.
3 days,
you
Thomas.
want to keep your place for Christmas. Christmas time's coming up. Comment down below if that's true. Yes, remember, please avoid the mac and cheese at Dickie's Barbecue.
We went back to the mac and cheese.
That's what it is. Dickie.
Thank you, Scarface. Thank you. Oh, what you say? You probably said something that Streamlabs thought was naughty. See what did old Scarface say?
What do you know about Scottsdale?
Arizona?
Yeah, I was thinking I would pick there to live when this assignment is over.
Assignment?
You know, when I'm in witness protection. They got more than 300 days of sunshine, golf, giant spring training. Naturally, I'm talking about after I do my 2 years in Lewisburg. I've been thinking about...
Frankie B. Flat is what became a big pussy in the alternate universe. It's also 48 degrees here on the northeast side of I-4. Well, okay, fine, but it was 40 when I woke up. Shut up! It's cold. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Dick, he has a Dickie's card. I just noticed. I just looked back on the screen. Thomas has a Dickie's card, which is important.
Dickie's Barbecue. The one on Camden.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I went to. That was a gift card I got from my mom's boyfriend. Their food's good.
Boy George.
So I guess we're going. So I will see you tomorrow. So bye.
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 And yes, I am getting cold shamed, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. Yeah, that's shorts weather, man. See, all you fucking people, all you northerners, love to make fun of Florida. And then when a Floridian's cold once, just once, then you're like, oh, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong, baby pants? Why are you so cold, baby pants? Fuck you. It's not 40 inside. It is cold in here, and this is the reason why. This studio does not keep heat in well, nor does it keep cold in well. And I'm not about to turn the fucking heater on in the entire house. So that's why we have a portable AC here, because this studio gets really, really hot and really, really cold. I'm not Tim. I'm not Tim Pool. God damn it. I can never wear a beanie again because of Tim Pool. I'm just going to have to be cold all the time. I'm going to give a reasoned response to things. Okay? I'll do that. I can be Tim. Listen, on the one hand, there's this going on, but on the other hand, there's that. And we just meet somewhere in the middle. Look, I'm a Democrat, actually. Okay, but I'm going to pander to people on the right. I'm going to pander to them. And I'll become kind of like their hero. You know? Like, I won't really make a lot of definitive remarks. I'll make some, sure. But I'm just going to kind of ride the fence a bit, you know? That way I'm allowed on Joe Rogan. I don't even hate Tim Pool. I really don't. I mean, he earned a lot of credit with me when they recorded when Rogan was supposed to be off air, and the Indian bitch from Twitter was like, "Oh, give me the names of those people." He goes, "No, I'm not giving anyone's name." Like, he didn't say it that way. He said it to Tim Pool, like, "I believe in doing no harm. I will not be giving you those names." And he wasn't being recorded or anything, so that was just like him fucking being legit, you know. So and he is whiny and stuff, but I really don't. I don't hate Tim Pool. Some people hate him, and I don't. You know. Let's look. Christmas is coming up, and for those that don't know, on my Twitter at HippoJuiceFilm on my Twitter, I have been doing Christmas polls, best Christmas movie polls, pretty much every day for the past 3 days. So the first one I did was Christmas Vacation versus Scrooged. Christmas Vacation won, decidedly won. I mean, it was blown out of the water. The second one I did was Christmas Vacation and A Christmas Story. Christmas Vacation won round 2. Christmas Story, but not by as much. Not by as much. So I currently have the poll that I currently have going on right now is round 3, because Christmas Vacation won the last one. Christmas Vacation versus Home Alone. And by the way, if one more of you motherfuckers, Die Hard, I know Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Stop. All right? Stop jumping onto something that people were doing in 2015 Reddit. We know Die Hard's a Christmas movie. We all get it. But, and maybe I'll throw it in there. But right now, look there, you can vote. You know the saying in there. You can vote right there. Right there, you could vote. Now you could pick which one. I'm trying to think of other great Christmas movies. I mean, I know a bunch of Christmas movies, but I'm trying to think of greatest of all time. Like, I gotta put Jingle All the Way, for example, or some fucking, you know. See, someone said Jingle All the Way. I wouldn't put that. That wouldn't even. Christmas Vacation would blow that out of the water. I need, like, Home Alone is actually holding its own against Christmas Vacation.
Whoa!
Thank you, hyper-conservative.
Good morning, champ. Good having you and Mersh back for regular content.
Oh, it's great
Also,
to be
nice
back.
Pilot Wings reference last week. Can you say get woke, go broke like Tim Pool?
I will not. I will not do Tim Pool's Dr. Seuss thing that he does. No, it's Lethal Weapon. See, I need real. Look, guys, I'm not. Listen here. I'm taking these Christmas things seriously. Okay, I'm going to do 1 versus 1 every day. I want to see who's going to be the winner. So we have Christmas Vacation right now is currently leading. It needs to be a undeniably classic Christmas. I don't like A Christmas Story, by the way. I put that one up because a lot of people love it. I've never liked A Christmas Story. Never been my thing. And now that it's already been voted on, I'm not going to affect the vote. I've never liked it. Scrooge is great. I love Scrooged, but I also love Christmas Vacation. So out of those two, I would pick Christmas Vacation. And I just watched Scrooge, and I love Scrooge, and I'm a huge Bill Murray mark. Like, I love Bill Murray. But okay, you know what? Elf. That's a good one. Elf is one that a lot of people like. Whoever wins out of these two, the next one tonight will be going up against Elf. No, Jack Frost. No, it has to be like Elf is one of those where like a lot of people like it. Like, that's one where it might give some of these run for money. Christmas Vacation is going to be really tough to beat, though. Is going to be really tough. Elf. I'm not. You might. Batman Returns is. It takes place during Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie. I got to see Scrooge and Christmas Vacation in theaters. I never saw him in theaters. I saw him on VHS when the first time I saw him. Jingle All the Way does not count. Gremlins.
Whoa! look at that.
Isn't Gremlins 2
Congratulations on getting Tim Pool to host A-Wave Radio.
It's not.
Thanks, Tim Pool. Very cool.
I'm not Tim Pool. I can't tell you. I'm just wearing a beanie. Just wearing a beanie. And I have a better beard. But enough about my wife. Am I right? See, I'm doing Dangerfield jokes now. Gremlins 2 is New Year's. You're right. You know what? You're absolutely right. Gremlins 2. Okay, there you go. Hey, Gremlins 2 might be the best New Year's movie, in my opinion. But we'll see. It's a Wonderful Life. Black and white stuff's gay. So gay. But I am bald under the beanie. But that doesn't make... I'm not Tim Pool. Stop it. Yeah, no, Gremlins 1 is Christmas. But again, come on, let's be realistic here. These movies have to go up against... Sorry, Kip, by the way, for movie talk. These movies have to go up against Christmas Vacation. Like, these movies aren't going up against fucking any low-tier Hallmark movies or fucking that Nick Cage movie he made. Bad Santa. Okay, so I have Elf and I have Bad Santa. Those will be my next two. Those will be my next two, because Bad Santa's another one where a lot of people like that movie. So I'm gonna How the Grinch fucking stop with the gay cartoon shits. And look, I don't even mind how I get it. I know, I understand how I guess maybe I should have prefaced this better, but more of more for adult Christmas movie. I'm not looking for like chill. I'm not looking for like Rudolph the claymation reindeer. I always hated that, even as a kid. That was so fucking stupid. I hated it. Like every time that Rudolph movie would come on, it was so cornball. Even me as a kid, I go, this is fucking gay. Reindeer Games doesn't count. Stop it. Some of you guys aren't Ernest Saves Christmas. Come on. I like that. I like Ernest Saves Christmas, but it's got to go up against Christmas Vacation. Muppet Christmas Carol. Now you're on the borderline with me there. Maybe. So which ones did I have? Elf and Bad Santa. Yeah. Stop with the diehards. I already said, stop with the diehards. Nightmare Before Christmas, it'll be a cold day in hell before I ever put a Nightmare Before Christmas up against anything. I fucking hate that movie. I hate. Look. Let me be fair, because I don't like being unfair. So let's put it this way. Donation coming up. Bring it.
Whoa!
Thank you, Starman.
Look at that.
Tim Pool without terrible analogies is weird.
Right? It's kind of like the Roman Empire, you know? That's how they made the Caesar salad. I hate A Nightmare Before Christmas. And look, to be fair, I've grown to hate it more over the years. It was... Trading Places is good. I don't know, man, if I would really call that it takes place during Christmas, but is it a Christmas movie? Like, I think a Christmas movie, the movie has to be about Christmas, like, or something to do with Christmas. Like, Trading Places takes place during Christmas, but it's really more about the rich dudes and all that stuff, you know? I hate... And thank you, A.G.
Look at that.
Wow, Tim, you're using for the camera on screen.
I'm not.
When did you grow a gray beard? Since sitting giving you grace?
I am not Tim Pool. It's just a beanie. No, Ghostbusters either. Stop it. It's not a Christmas movie. I hate, and I'm getting to this point. Sorry, it's taking me a while. I hate A Nightmare Before Christmas. I hate that movie, and I've grown to hate it more as time has gone by. I watched it, I was young. When did Nightmare Before Christmas come out? I want to know how old I was. Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas came out in 1993, making me 11 years old. So I was a kid when it came out, right? I watched The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I was like, all right. I mean, It's a Christmas movie. Like, you know, that was whatever. It was okay. It was I didn't hate it per se, you know? I didn't hate A Nightmare Before Christmas, but I didn't love it. It was whatever of a movie, you know? And on repeat viewings I realized, wow, this is just a pretty shitty movie. This is a poorly put together shitty movie and I don't like it. But what really, really, really made me start hating that movie is the Hot Topic girls. Tim Burton makes movies in the way that Mattel made He-Man. They need to make something so they could sell stuff at Hot Topic to fat goth girls. That's what it is. That movie is not that good. You're not that spooky. Women that like A Nightmare Before Christmas, you know what they are?
Whoa!
Thank you, Frozen Asian.
I still think you are doing a Home Alone cosplay.
I am not Harry or Marv. I'm not the Wet or Sticky Bandits.
Be a good little fella now and open
Great
the
movie,
door.
though. Great movie.
What?
Great movie. This Joe Pesci trying not to curse is fucking classic. So what I was saying was, the women that like Nightmare Before Christmas are the same women that celebrate Halloween in the entirety of October. Like, it's people think that fucking being spooky is a replacement for a personality, and it's not. I don't like A Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a fucking cringe movie.
Whoa!
Jack Skellington could suck my dick.
That.
Lean and mean. Coming.
How about The Passion of the Christ? It's a Christmas saga.
It's not a Christmas movie. Passion of the Christ is an Easter movie, because it is based on the resurrection and the crucifixion. So Passion of the Christ is an Easter movie. You could put that up there with Easter movies, but I mean the original Easter movie, if you really think about it. But I hate Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not good. The music sucks. And let me say, I'm going to say something here. It's not going to be a popular statement. You're probably not going to like it. But the only good movies, Tim Burton has made two good movies, in my opinion. Tim Burton's made two good movies. And the only Tim Burton movies that I think are good are Batman and Batman Returns. That's it. I don't want to hear all the Johnny Depp movies and the barbershop fucking. I don't care. They're fucking trash. God damn it, you're right, Beetlejuice. No, you said it 3 times, you morons. I have to apologize. You know what? No, I'm not going to apologize. Here's what I'm going to do. The only reason that Batman Returns, and Beetlejuice are good movies are in spite of Tim Burton because of Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton.
Whoa!
Thank you,
Look at
Scarface.
Outside of Beetlejuice and Batman, all Tim Burton movies suck. They are
Thank you.
movies for fat goth girls and tattoo chicks with daddy issues.
And you're right. I forgot about Beetlejuice. Those 3. But again, no, Tim Burton still sucks. Michael Keaton is the only reason those movies are good. Michael Keaton is fantastic. Michael Keaton is a great actor. I think he's underrated. I'm glad he's making a comeback now because he really is. I think Michael Keaton doesn't get the credit that he deserves. He's starting to now, because there was a while there where he wasn't making like any movies. Like Michael Keaton for like, I don't know, man, like fucking 10, 15 years was just, maybe longer, had just disappeared. And he was making like low rent movies and stuff. And now he's back, you know, the Birdman movie was great. I like Michael Keaton. I will always like Michael Keaton. Mr. Mom is a great movie. Fuck you. I'll even say this. I love Multiplicity. I think Multiplicity is one of the most underrated comedies of all time. I'll say that right here, right now. I'm not Tim. Don't let the beanie fool you. I'm not Tim Pool. I'm not going to fucking sit on a fence. Multiplicity is a fantastic fucking movie. It is underrated. I love that movie. Yeah, you know, he was even good in the Spider movie. He's great. He's fucking great. Multiplicity's Apollo. You're wrong. Listen, Western Echo, I'm very sorry, but that movie is an American movie. When we talk about Ukrainian action films, and we'll come back to you. Whatever Steven Seagal is starring in over there, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, the fourth clone was retarded. It was fucking great. Multiplicity fucking rocked. You can't change my mind. But anyway, I digress. Well, went on a tangent here. Yeah, look, Tim Burton fucking sucks. Michael Keaton's the only reason Tim Burton even has a career, and I mean that sincerely. All his other movies fucking suck dick. All his little Johnny Depp adventures, his Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie that he made was fucking trash. It was trash. It sucked. It fucking sucked. The Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie didn't need a new movie. The first movie was perfect. It's fine. That's a classic movie. I love that movie. I wonder what else Royce hates. A lot of things. Okay, there's a long list of things. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, stop it. That movie's whatever. Is it really good, or were you a fucking kid? I mean, seriously. Was it really that good? Was it? No, it wasn't. If they ever make a Beetlejuice 2, they keep saying they're going to make one. I don't know they're going to make one. But anyway, thank you. Everyone thank Michael Keaton today. If you get a chance, thank Michael Keaton. And Tim Burton, everybody should thank Michael Keaton. Fucking Johnny Depp. I fucking overrated. Johnny Depp's had a couple good movies, but come on, man. Really? Yeah. Bleh. Fuck you, Johnny Depp too. Fuck Johnny Depp too. I'll just fucking say I don't give a fuck. All right. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yes. It's Christmas time. And because of that, I think we should do some Christmas music. I think that's only fair. That's only fair. Let's do some Christmas music.
On the first day of Liz, Mrs. Warren gave to us a big dream of structural change.
Wait a second. This song is about Elizabeth Warren.
On the second day of Liz, Mrs. Warren gave to us crying billiards and a big dream of structural change.
By the way, this is a chick who probably loves A Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, she's wearing a Hamilton shirt, the musical and the Hamilton shirt, but with a USSR commie flag behind her. There's a lot of mixed messages going on around here. Smashed. I knew you guys were going to say smashed up. Fucking Eric, come on, put it away, Eric. It's Christmas time. I know November's over, but it's fucking Christmas time. Daywave is a wholesome show about wholesome things.
Warren gave to us crying billiards and a big dream of structural change. On the third day of Liz, Mrs. Warren gave to us 2-cent tax, crying billiards and a big dream of structural change. On the fourth day of Liz, Mrs. Warren gave to us Medicare for all, 2-cent tax, crying billiards and a big dream of structural change. On the fifth day of Liz, Mrs. Warren gave to us.
I guess that's it. That's the clip. So some people are saying that this is a parody. Some people are saying that it's real. I'll come out and say this. Whether this is a parody or real, it sucks either way. If it's not a good parody, and if it's real, it's fucking sad. So either way, it's fucking terrible. And what fucking hilarious, bro. I'm going to buy a commie flag and own people. It doesn't make any sense. That's the bit. And also, fuck Hamilton, too. That musical. Fucking Hamilton wasn't Puerto Rican. Wasn't a Puerto Rican gay guy. All right? Oh, he's straight. No, he's not. That's a gay guy. And you can't. And you know what the best part is? You could call people gay now. You could call, like, this is the cool thing. Like, I'll say, The one cool thing about all this wokeness stuff, all this everyone being fucking woke and shit or whatever, the one cool thing about it is you could call people gay. Like, you could call woke people gay if you want, and they can't get mad because you'd be like, what's wrong with being gay? Like, that's something you could do. Like, woke people, like straight woke people can't ever defend themselves from being gay anymore because it would be considered, you know, like, well, what's wrong with being gay? Why are you defending it so much? What's the big deal? Who cares if you're gay? So they can't defend themselves anymore from that. It's a real easy one. You can't get in trouble for it. Like, you call someone a faggot or whatever, you're going to get in trouble, obviously. On Twitter, I mean, not in real life, but like on fucking Twitter or YouTube or whatever, if you call somebody that, you're going to get in trouble, but you get hit or whatever. But you could call people gay now. Like, we're free to do this. I am free to call any woke person gay and they can't get mad. You're not allowed to get mad. You're not allowed. But speaking of that, I'm about to turn all you motherfuckers gay. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. The last time we left off Shaney for Christ, and remember, she's a Christian. The last time we left off with Shaney for Christ, she was crying that people pick on her, and she doesn't understand why people pick on her. She doesn't get it. She's such a nice person. She's super, super nice. And people pick on her, and she's crying because of her mental disease. So what she decided to do today, the new video that Shaney decided to put up, really kind of undercuts all that.
Hi guys, so I don't usually make videos like this at all, but I'm gonna start making videos about this because I think this is important for women to feel sexy and to feel good about themselves and to know they can be a bigger woman, but get really good underwear at a...
Everybody in the chat's gay now. Hey, look, everyone's gay. I told you, all you gay now, right? I'm gay now too. We're all gay, all right? Because honestly, look at them lopsided titties. Hey, lopsided titties. Fucking chat room is not happy about this. Hey, Eric. Eric's in the chat. Smash dough, am I right? Come on, Eric. Smash dough. Eric? Smash dough? Oh, fuck. All right, guys, let's take this seriously. It's going to be the hardest 3-minute video to get through in my fucking life. In my fucking life. Eric, I like dicks now. Dude, you and everybody else watching this. Oh. Royce, there's a police video of her getting into an ambulance because she was too big to fit in the police car. She had no underwear. All right, come on. Take this seriously.
Hi guys, so I don't usually make videos like this at all, but I'm gonna start making videos about this because
okay, you know what the problem is? I know why you're not taking this seriously. And it's because the music she has is not going with what she's doing. So let's at least make sure the music matches. All right, I think that's what we could do. So let's start this again. I'm sorry, we have to start it again.
Hi guys, so I don't usually make videos like this at all, but I'm gonna start making videos about this because I think this is important for women to feel sexy and to feel good about themselves and to know they can be a bigger woman, but get really good underwear at an affordable price. I mean, just look at the little cute bow right on the strap, and it just holds me so incredibly
well. No,
it
doesn't. They're lopsided.
It's beautiful. And
are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It holds you really well. Are you fucking joking? Are you kidding me now? Are you fucking kidding me now? Her titties, it looks like she has a venti titty and a grande titty, right? It looks like two different sizes. It looks like a medium and a large. What up with them titties, girl? Jesus Christ.
Get really good underwear at an affordable price. I mean, just look at the little cute bow right on the strap, and it just holds me so incredibly well.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You got an innie titty and an outie titty. How many hooks does that have in the back? 47? She is. Don't make fun of her.
It's beautiful. And in case you're wondering about the size, it's a 42E.
You know why it's a 42E? Because that's the noise the strap in the back is making. Eee! Would Tim Pool say that? Would Tim Pool do this? Out of his little hat? Sorry. I don't want to get hit by a Disney strike. They're very litigious. Take it seriously. What are you doing, guys? Come on. This is for real stuff here, bros.
So you can get it all the way up to like the 5X sizes in Adore Me, the Adore Me box. And it's the most cutest.
Stop touching your titties, girl. What the fuck? Stop touching your titties. Gross, son.
Thing in the world, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's snug. It holds you.
Well, fucking, you're crazy, lady. You're a crazy lady.
I've been wearing this bra all day, and it's so comfortable while it just cinches everything in and holds everything up and makes you it's so feminine. It's just beautiful. This makes me feel so unbelievably pretty right now. Like, this is just, it's beautiful, it's romantic, but at the
big show. Yes, it's a big bad show tonight.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah, it's the big show.
All right, let me stop that too, because WWE is also litigious. You know that they fucking they blocked like my entire episode when I was talking about the Ultimate Warrior.
It's so feminine. It's just beautiful. This makes me feel so unbelievably pretty right now. Like, this is just, it's beautiful, it's romantic, but at the same time, it could be an everyday bra while, you can feel good about yourself. So go to adoreme.com and...
No! I will not be going. Well, yes, I will. I'll be filing a complaint.
Get their subscription box. You can get it every month, and you'll get usually 2 bras and 2 pairs of underwear. And
you could afford that? You don't even. Neither one of you have a job, and you live off of like food stamps. How are you affording a bra box?
Then some cute little nightwear, along with geez, I forgot. Along with...
Is this a shamble? Is this another one of your shambles?
Maybe another bra or maybe a robe. It depends on what you prefer, because you take a little quiz on Adore Me, and, you put in your profile of what you like.
But are you sponsored by them, or you like their service that much?
Me, I'm very romantic.
No, you're not. You're not that. That's not the word I would use to describe you.
When it comes to my underwear, if you haven't noticed, I'm very romantic about it. So you can...
She probably has an affiliate code. You think so? You might be right.
You can choose between like sporty underwear if you want to, but for me, I like the romantic, like lingerie. Ooh, look at me.
No, ew, stop. Why?
Type of, sexiness. So just go to adoreme.com, sign up for the subscription box. It's
Tormy just went into bankruptcy.
not expensive at all. It's really good, and you get really good quality underwear for really good price. And it's a surprise every month. It's a surprise of new underwear. How could you not love it? How could you not love it? Anyway.
And your husband loves it.
Ugh, shut up. Fucking, again, I said it yesterday, but fucking black guy doing a white impression. And your husband loves it too. Honey, you know who's going to love it? The black bull that's going to come over and fuck your mouth. He's going to love it too. It's going to be great.
He does.
Her boyfriend.
He does. My husband loves it.
Yeah.
So
Ew.
anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Peace. And Maranatha, I love you
Stop touching
guys.
your titties. Stop touching your titties, man. I just threw up on my Philly cheesesteak. Out of curiosity, is this a paid promotion? Jesus, come on. Wow. You know what? You're right. You know what, Royce? You're right. And there's I know we've used it a lot, but this might be the perfect opportunity. The perfect opportunity for this.
Here he comes, Jerry Stridham. Wow, take a look at that. Top hat and cane. Talk about stepping out for a night on the town. Oh my goodness. Look at that mask. Holy cow. Ooh, look at the striation. Jerry Stridham is pumped up. Side chest, give it to him. Stridham really knows how to strut his stuff. Talk about an air of confidence. Ooh.
You know what her tits look? I'll tell you what her tits look like. Her tits look like an avalanche that happened and one that's about to happen. They look like her tits look like before and after pictures of a fucking avalanche. Oof. Hey, huh? Everyone gay now, right? Everyone gay now? All right. We could move on. We can move on to a new Blue Stall. A new Blue Stall video. What? That's right. It's a new Blue Stall video. The greatest of all time.
And it's a bang.
You're back.
Well, now you're back.
Hi, everybody. I just got word from a YouTube insider that my channel will be deleted December 10th. It's been a great run. 100 million hits. You know, not exactly a lightweight. We did some stuff. We had a great run, but you know, it's not the end and the best is yet to come. Please become a subscriber at unauthorized.tv. But this is it, man. December 10th, this channel will be shut down. I'm hilarious and I've called out NASA. And if you want to stay up to date with my videos, become a subscriber. And I do a lot of good male-female stuff. It's good for marriages. Children are being born because of the channel. But, you know, it is what it is. So
there they are.
December 10th, according to my inside source at YouTube.
It's Inside Source Bear.
That's it for the Big Bear on YouTube. It's actually kind of sad to watch. It's almost like watching like an addict who just can't stop.
And it's a bang.
Thank you. Thank you, Blues Doll. Everyone subscribe to Blues Doll. Blues Doll does some fucking great stuff. Blues Doll's already up. Man, you should be monetized now, Blues Doll, huh? Blues Doll makes some fuck here. I'll post a link for you guys to subscribe. Blues Doll reminds me of the TV Funhouse clips. Yeah, that's a very the ambiguously gay duo and stuff like that. That's a good comparison. All right. I have. I'll go through some stuff. I got some more gang stalking stuff. I have somebody making vegan bacon. I found a fucking fantastic 1993 Entertainment Tonight episode, which we could watch. I know you guys look like doing that. It's just deciding, you know. I have another Frankie B. Flat. I got some stuff. So let's see what we want to do. I'm trying to see how do we structure, because I have all the stuff. Just figure out how to structure this, you know, because I don't like to. Sometimes I don't pay attention and we end like with some really depressing shit. So I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to end any depressing shit. So, what we're gonna do is, yes, I do have the gang stalk. You know, we'll do that one first. That's not bad. So let's check out Christine Ashley here. Okay, let's check out Christine Ashley here. It's more look again, man. I've already told you I'm obsessed with this gang stalking stuff, and now that I'm into it, I mean, I'm getting a lot of gang stalking stuff sent to me. It's usually pretty good. Now let's do gang stalking now.
Hey guys, it's Cash, and I am out of town. I am in Austin, Texas. You can see.
How would any, first off, rule number 1, turn your phone sideways. Rule number 2, how the fuck am I supposed to know where you are if you're in a hotel? As you can see, I see you're in a hotel room. You could be anywhere. You could be in Des Moines.
So I wanted to talk.
Oh God, you really want to see it? Fine. I apologize. I didn't pull it up. Relax. You're gonna ask me to take it off. And let me guess, Eric, fucking smash though. Boomer. Look at that forehead. Jesus Christ. Look at the striations on that forehead. Yeah, you still want that video? All right, let's start this again. Take 2 in 5, 4, 3.
Hey guys, it's Cash, and I am out of town. I am in Austin, Texas. You can see.
I can't see where you're. Your hotel.
So I wanted to talk about gang stalking, and I wanted to talk today about, I had an epiphany here in Austin, Texas.
Is that a black guy you met there?
That kind of put some things together for me. I know I talk a lot about the spiritual side of things, but today I'm going to talk a little bit more about the political side.
Oh, finally. Lip injections and all, huh? She definitely has lip injections, you could tell.
Of this gang stalking issue. So the airport, I know I've talked about the airport before, how I was swarmed. The airport, actually, for being in Houston, which is...
She definitely has... Ladies, you would know better than me, but these are lip fillers, right? Those are lip fillers? Probably a boob job, too, but I'm just... The lips is what I'm focusing on.
Is known to be a big gang stalking area. It wasn't that bad. I had one instance, this guy came up to me in a shirt with a lobster on it that said, "Who's your daddy?"
I want a shirt that says that with a lobster. Was it Jordan Peterson? Jordan Peterson, "Who's your daddy?" Jordan Peterson escapes rehab and he's wearing a lobster shirt that says, "Who's your daddy?" Just a handful of pills and a margarita in one hand, fucking partying. "Who's your daddy?" I'll go help you clean your room, bucko.
If you don't know, they
now you know, nigga.
Refer to Satan as daddy. I wanted to say my dad.
You know who else refers to people as daddy? A lot of fucking sluts refer to their fucking boyfriend as daddy. So let's not sit here and pretend it's only a Satanist thing.
Dad is the guy that kicked your daddy out of heaven. My daddy is the landlord, but I didn't say that. I should have said it, but
I would have though. I should have said it, but I should have said but didn't though. But next time I'll say, like, I was going to say it. Like, he's lucky I didn't say it. Shut up. And what would have happened?
I didn't say that. So here I am in Austin. Austin's super cute. It's such a cute little town. The gang stalkers here are very friendly. You know, they're not Fig's here with me.
So the gang stalkers followed you to Austin. Where do you live in originally? So the gang stalkers followed you to Austin? It's weird. And why you? You notice these people that always think they're gang stalked, they're always people that nobody would follow or care about. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares about these people. You're not important. It's always people that have nothing else in their life that think they're being gang stalked. It's always people that have nothing else to live for that think they're being gang stalked.
They are not as aggressive as the ones in Miami. So if they're coming up...
You're right. Frankie's mafiosa princess. That's exactly what she looks like. She looks like a mob wife that had to move to Austin because they're in witness protection. She should have a reality TV show on E!
To you, they're complimenting you, saying things about stuff, but maybe like saying an NLP word, a neuro-linguistic programmed word.
Those angles are not good on her. NLP word, huh? You not with NLP? Yeah, you know me. She's my people? She's from Miami? No. Being from Miami isn't fucking my people. Okay, is she Cuban? That's my people. Don't fucking put that on me. Don't put that dirty mess on me. She's really from Florida? Ah, damn it. Stay in Austin. Don't come back here. You heard me? Don't come back here. Stay in Austin.
But yeah.
Sorry to my Texas people, by the way, but she's yours now. I know you don't live in Austin, Danny Saint, but that's closer to you, so you have to deal with her. Sorry.
Overall, the vibe is good. I didn't post anything on social media the first day I was here because I wanted to see how people would be the first day. Then I posted something, and then the second day I started seeing more gang stalking, more logo.
Guys, gang stalking is totally logos.
Sensitizations, more people just walking back and forth, glaring. What else? Just a little bit of an attitude change, attitude shift from the first day, but oh wow.
She looks like she's a conehead in disguise.
So as soon as I posted on social media, that's when I noticed the shift and got some of the angry gang stalkers.
But someone says, I don't know who she is. Should I know? You shouldn't know who she is. This is just another person who thinks she's being gang stalked.
Something I'm seeing that is what I see in Miami as well.
No. Well, I live in Orlando now, so, I'm not in Miami anymore, but no.
Is hipsters. Hipsters are doing a lot of this gang stalking, and hipsters, it's a subculture. They got the handlebar mustaches. They like to ride the bikes with no brakes. They don't like to stop. What else? I know.
Let me read the description here. While in Austin, Texas, I noticed a common theme between gang stalking in Miami and GS gang stalking here. A lot of hipsters, so I looked up places with highest hipster subculture population, and Miami just so happens to be one of them. Hipsters are liberals and against anything Trump. It's all connected spiritually, politically, and systematically. If you're a Trump supporter or just don't really fit in or care to, you might find yourself being gang stalked from a political point. Check out my book detailing relationships between super empath and narcissist. Book in the link. Okay. Of course she's going to be a Trump supporter. Look, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. The MAGA movement was so fucking cool in like 2015, 2016. It was just fucking cool. And these gang stalking, big four-headed idiots and these fucking conservative ink, let's butt fuck our way into the White House people. They come and they ruin everything. You guys ruin everything. These people ruin everything. Don't attach a movement like, oh, I'm super empathetic. Stop it.
Whoa!
Thank you,
Look at
Savage
this.
Travis.
Morning, dude. This is that guy that made Epstein Sandals parody a little while back.
Okay.
Here is another fun video
As
about
a guy who was
Owen.
molested by a Catholic priest, I know that line in the sand where it's like, oh, you can't hide behind this fucking shit.
Someone just said, Owen, I wish you'd do more of these. Okay, I made 3 of those for free.
The fuck did you do?
Jeez. It's really. I'll check out the video here in a second. And yes, you're right. She's probably also fucking Q-tard. It's probably it's all of those things. Probably in Q and all that stuff. Guaranteed. These are the same fucking people. The same people that ruin everything with their crazy bullshit. Everything's a conspiracy. Everybody's out to get them. You're a literal nobody. I'm a literal nobody. No one's going to gang stalk me. Then I'm going to gang stalk you.
A lot about hipsters because in Chicago there's a lot of hipster neighborhoods. So Wicker Park, Ukrainian Village. These are
Now, Wicker Park, is that where they film 8 Mile?
neighborhoods that were once not very good but were gentrified. So you see a lot of the hipsters moving into these neighborhoods and gentrifying them, you know, bringing African American and the hipster
African American, fucking trying to be all black people. Black people are okay with you calling them black people. It's okay. You're allowed to say that. African American. Are they really from Africa? Are they from Africa? Really? They were born in fucking Cleveland. They're not in fucking Africa. Stop it.
Culture together. That's why you see a lot of African Americans adapting this hipster culture because of the gentrification of these neighborhoods. And you'll see them with like the tight pants on and like things like that. So the thing about hipsters is they are liberals.
Okay, boomer. Look, it's this. My God, man, she's so bad. That is quite a forehead. Her forehead looks like it could get 4K resolution. That is a lady. That forehead is next fucking level. Like, do you have Neanderthal in your DNA? Seriously, do you? Holy shit. She looks like when Finkel was in mid-transition into Einhorn. Not at the end when she became Einhorn, but like in the middle of transitioning.
So what liberals stand for is
handwritten. There's a handwritten note in front of her.
Equality before the law, which that's great. I'm all for it. But they use cool, what's cool and in and stuff.
You're not cool. You're not in.
As a weapon. So obviously they're predominantly the ones doing the gang stalking. So they're making gang stalking people cool.
No, they're not. No one's doing that. Stop it. You're not that important. Stop. You're not that important. No one's coming after you, lady.
So that's why this is most likely an epidemic. And as gang stalkers are liberals, so obviously they are against Trump, anything conservative.
So she's just making these fictional things that she made up are also liberal. Lady, how did this start? Who's the first people that started with this gang stalking? Like, what's ground zero of gang stalking? Because I'm not gonna lie, it feels like a fucking 4chan prank.
So when I realized this today, and I just realized it today out on the street, just from like observing and stuff, I looked up the places with the highest hipster populations. And wouldn't you know it, Miami, Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Orlando, all three have large populations of hipsters.
It's almost like major cities attract young people, and young people tend to be hipsters. It's almost like that. It's almost like that. And by the way, look, Miami. I've been to Miami. Miami has some hipsters. It doesn't have that. It doesn't really have that many. I mean, Miami MILF could maybe correct it for me because I don't live there anymore, but I know she still lives down there. Miami has some hipsters, right? But I don't think it's overrun. I used to live in Fort Lauderdale. I don't remember seeing a bunch of hipsters. I live in Orlando. I mean, unless hipsters code word for Puerto Ricans, there's not a lot of them here either. Maybe some downtown. Sure, every city has them. But you're telling me that Miami has more hipsters than Williamsburg or than fucking Brooklyn or fucking LA? Come on now. Get the fuck out of here. Really? There's more hipsters in Portland than fucking Seattle? No, they don't. No, they don't. That's not true. I'm sure there's some, and I'm sure I've seen some, but there's not a huge influx, okay? Miami's filled with Cubans and now South Americans. That's what it has, and not a lot of them are hipsters. Orlando's filled with Puerto Ricans, and Fort Lauderdale's filled with Cubans that got sick of living in Miami and started living in Fort Lauderdale. That's what it is. Austin has a lot. There you go, Austin, heavy Hebrew. Austin, where she's at now, Austin does have a lot of hipsters. I will agree. But we're not talking about, I'm talking about Miami and Fort Lauderdale and Orlando. Sure, I'm sure Austin has a lot, but stop pretending Miami's a mecca for hipsters. It's fucking not.
When I think of Miami, I don't really think of hipsters. So that was ignorance on my part.
No, it was you Googling Miami has a lot of hipsters and getting the result you wanted.
But now it's all kind of coming together and making sense because I've had parties. I've had parties where people have had MAGA hats on, and that joke just went right over my head, because if you're not a liberal, they automatically assume that you are a conservative and for Trump, and I didn't even vote. But with this subculture of hipsters and what is going on, if they can't peg what you are, then you are against them, and then you could find yourself being gang stalked. So if you don't really fit in, if you feel like you don't really fit in and you're experiencing gang stalking, that is most likely why. Because this is also a political strategy as well. So this is all leading into like future. This is New World Order agenda. I don't think a lot of people that are doing this gang stalking, they might be liberals, they might be against Trump, but I don't think that they really know that the hand that they're feeding into, which is demonic, satanic cult activity, I don't think a lot of them realize like the end game of all of this, because there's a lot of people with
satanic
like
pedophiles
doing this stuff. So I think it's kind of childish. I think
I don't
it's a
understand.
Like,
people need like these explanations or these reasons for people doing shitty things, right? Like that's something to me that kind of blows my mind a little bit, right? Like people need reasons. Like they always do satanic. Pedophiles are horrendous and terrible enough. You don't need to tag on satanic to it to make it like it's like they're saying, oh well, they fuck kids because they're Satanists. No, they fuck kids because they're disgusting people that fuck kids. It's not just satanic. Oh, fucking look at the Catholic Church and look what happened, And I think that the Catholic Church has a lot of good people in it, and I really believe that. But I mean, look at what happened. There was a lot of fucking priests that were fucking kids. You know who molest more kids? People in public schools. Like they do. Per capita, public schools do. Fine. It's because they're fucking sick people that do sick things. It doesn't have to be satanic. Why do people always do that? Like, it's being fucking a pedophile is bad enough. You don't also need to add satanic, ritualistic baby killing pedophile. No. Yes, I'm sure there's people that kill babies and they're fucking murderers, and I'm sure. But it doesn't have to be connected to the Illuminati and the New World Order. It could just be fucking terrible and shitty people. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird, and it's people like that that fuck stuff up. Like, it's people like that that really do fuck stuff up like that. It really is. Like there's legitimate things happening, and there's legitimate stuff going on, and then the Q-tard Pizzagate boomers come in, and they immediately turn it into something that could that even some of the things in Pizzagate have some truth in them. They do, but then they take it too far to where the point where it almost feels like controlled opposition, where it goes, oh, well, if this crazy person is saying it, I'm supposed to believe this cuckoo nonsense. No, there's real stuff. There's real stuff that's going on. It's like conspiracy theorists. It's like talking about the Vegas shooting. That's a fucking legitimate conspiracy. I think that's something there was fucking something really creepy going on there. It was CIA deal gone, but I don't know exactly what happened. But to pretend like we still don't know what really his motivations are, that's fucking ridiculous, right? Jeffrey Epstein killing himself, that is a legitimate thing. But then it's like, yeah, but also the earth is flat. And I'm like, oh God, stop it. Or there's an inside source that's posted on the 4chans. Fuck you, no, stop. Stop.
Behavior to go against someone that doesn't have the same political beliefs as you, stalk them. But obviously this is a big thing. This is going on all over the world, really. So, I mean, if you want to be
no, seriously, think about this, and I'm gonna put this out there for you. Okay, I'm gonna put this out there for you, and you tell me what you think. Okay, seriously, because obviously we don't know the answers, but I'm a big proponent of Occam's razor, right? Which is the most likely answer is usually true, right? Okay, so let's take Jeffrey Epstein for example. Let's use him as the example. So you have Jeffrey Epstein, right? If I told you these are the two options of Jeffrey Epstein. One, Jeffrey Epstein, with all the evidence and all the stuff that's come out, Jeffrey Epstein was controlled by some intelligence agency. I don't know. No one really knows which one. We could take our guesses, but was controlled by some intelligence agency to get politicians and high-ranking people in compromised positions so they could leverage that for power. Or he's a satanic pedophile that was sacrificing babies. Which of the two, with all the information that's come out, do you think is more likely to be true? And see, that's my point. We have one thing that sounds legitimate, that you could actually go, holy shit, all the stuff that's coming out, it seems if royalty was there, it seems to make a lot more sense to me than these. But when you tag that other thing on, you lump your crazy in with real things that people are talking about, and it makes everything look crazy. You're poisoning the well. You're poisoning the well. Some of you guys are real thirsty about. You think she's attractive? I don't think she's attractive at all. Both are true. No, both don't have to be fine if you believe that. Look, I don't know, man. I'm just giving you my opinion. I feel like a lot of this stuff dirties it up. Do I believe there's Satanists? Of course I believe there's Satanists. But you want to know who I believe Satanists are in the real world? Do you want to know who I think fucking Satanists are? Satanists in the real world are what I was talking about in the first hour. It's people that shop at Hot Topic and watch Tim Burton movies.
Killer, in the words of Nino Brown, if you want to be a killer, go join the army. Because the army needs people like you. So I also wanted to talk today about...
She has big lips, but they're not even hers. They're fake.
MK Theta. MK Theta is the super psychic. When they kick on, or when they make you a super psychic, and you get your psychic abilities, and then your some people have telepathic abilities. When you get this, a lot of people wake up and.
But are they poisoning the well out of ignorance or malice? Michael Malice. No, I think that they're well. There's both. I think there's people that are purposely poisoning the well, and I think that there's people that are just stupid and poisoning the well. I mean, I think that's what it is. Yuki, sit down. You're gonna knock the table over again. You're gonna knock. Look at her. Look at her. Fucking sit down. Tukes.
It hits you like a ton of bricks, trust me. They wake up to the truth. And this is where a lot of people, if they were serving this agenda, turn around and go back to God. And that's exactly what happened to me. And I found a video where this guy is talking about the super psychics and how they can't even go out to dinner. Like, they'll sit down at an empty restaurant.
Okay, hold on a second, because Tukes is actually kind of being cute. Tukes, you being cute? She's doing little yawns. She's being cute. Look, see? She's going to get pets. She's going to get pets. Oh, that's a good Tukes. Oh, pet the Tukes. Petting the Tukes. Oh, yeah. Get the ears. Get the ears. Get the ears. All right, Tukes got pets. Oh, well, she's like, why'd you stop? All right, fine. A little bit more. I had to do a show, Tukes. I can't pet you all day. We're done now. You go back to going to sleep. Go back to sleep. Sorry. Back. We needed a Tukes break because this lady's fucking crazy.
And all of a sudden, all the tables are full next to them. And it's very true because it happens to me. It has happened to me in the past, and it happened to me just today in Austin. So I'm going to post that video down below where he talks about
Comment down below if that's
and
true.
how a lot of people like realize what the truth is because you're woken up to the truth with the MK Theta. And I'm going to post that, but I had that happen to me today. I was sitting outside, I was drinking my coffee, restaurant was empty, then all of a sudden I got tons of traffic.
Yeah, because people were going out to have a meal. No, people don't. You're not that important, lady.
Walking back and forth in front of me, this guy 2-3 times, and then decided to go in the restaurant. But he was glaring at me, and I've been gang stalked for long enough. I can tell who is a gang stalker.
She could tell. She has a sixth sense about this thing.
And who is not. But that restaurant got some good business just from me sitting outside. So you're welcome.
You're not. The self-importance these people have.
But yeah, overall, Austin, it's a cute little town. The people here are friendly for the most part. But yeah, so hipster connection, hipster subculture. That is.
I'll make a video. I'm not going to spill my gum.
Who I feel is doing a lot behind a lot of this gang stalking, and it's political based, and a lot of them have satanic beliefs, are rooted in Satanism. So there you go. There's that epiphany for you.
Yeah, it's great. It was such an epiphany for me.
So if you like what I'm saying, please like. If you
I don't like what you're saying. I think you're an idiot. What are her other videos? I need to know. Sorry, but oh shit, she's in Tampa right now?
Hey guys, it's Cash, and I just wanted to come on and let everybody know that I am okay. I've had some people asking me.
She's in Tampa now.
Just did make a big move from Miami. I just feel like I needed to change things up, get out of that environment.
Oh no, she's even closer to me now. No! No! No. Go back to Miami. Go back to Miami. Leave me alone. She's gang stalking me. She's the one doing it. She's gang stalking me. This woman is gang stalking me, and I don't like it.
And and just really see what was out there. I know I told you guys about what happened in Cuba, how I tried to kind of go off the grid, and it didn't really work out so well for me because I was met with gang stalking activity.
In Cuba? You were okay. How is she doing this traveling? She's not married. I don't think she's married. This is ex-husband money. This is alimony, ex-husband money, because she's just moving around and going to Cuba and Austin and hanging out. This is ex-husband money. I didn't see no wedding ring. That's what it is.
There, even in Cuba. So something that I have realized is that when I go to these different cities, I get these, I heard this woman call them downloads. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna call them downloads, but it is. It's like a downloading of information.
Check out her
when
videos.
I was in
Let me
Austin,
post a link.
I had that epiphany that, you know, this information came to me that
no wedding ring.
Gang stalking is predominantly done by people of the hipster culture that could be done for a means of political persuasion or for political reasons. So that is something that I came up with in Austin. Now, in my escape from Miami, no, I'm not going to call it that, but in leaving Miami, I had a plan, okay? And my plan, I kind of just let it go because
because you don't turn your phone sideways because you're a fucking idiot.
No one that I was going to be leaving Miami and where I was going. I didn't even tell my mom this time. If you remember, I told my mom when I was going to Cuba. I did not even tell my mother where I was going.
So your mom's in on it?
Okay, so I ended up staying in Tampa, and I kid you not, within minutes of me pulling off the exit, there was a cop behind me asking me what I was doing and this and that, and I was just trying to find an Airbnb on my cell phone. So that happened. So cops, law enforcement, they are definitely involved in this. For me telling nobody where I was and to be met with this gang stalking activity at this Airbnb.
They're gang stalking her in an Airbnb in Tampa
that I stayed in. It was like the first night I checked in, the attitude was fine. Everybody was very friendly, very nice. And then the next day, it was like, I don't know if they got a phone.
I want to tell her I'm sorry for bothering her in Cuba. That's pretty funny.
Phone call.
You're right. Look, I don't want anybody saying things like, stop exposing us. We know it's you.
Saying that I was there, but the attitude just completely changed. And that's the same thing with hotels, you know.
Because hotel everybody, even the mayor. I mean, if you look up in the sky, it's a ozone layer.
Like, I know that there's a checkout, but usually at every hotel that I've stayed in since this targeting issue has really picked up.
I forgot our official. I really forgot it. This is my fault. Our official gang stalking music.
And that's it. Now, I was getting a knock on the door at 10:30 a.m. to get out because it was checkout. Now, I didn't make any noise. I just stayed there for 4 hours just to get some sleep on my drive through. But to be met by someone being that rude
at a housekeeper at 10:30 when that's when the checkout is, yeah, that's normal. I've stayed in an Airbnb as well.
Not really cool. But I guess that's what happens when you're a targeted individual. So, where was I going? Okay, so while I was in Tampa, one of my downloads, my information download, it sounds so weird saying that. I need to think of a different name to say. Okay, so while I'm there, I spent some time in Tampa before. I was thinking about the time that I went out to Tampa to meet this guy.
You went out to Tampa to meet a guy, huh? So you're not married. Probably living off of your ex's money is what it looks like. It's a nice car. Living off of your ex's money, and you're going out there and you're going to these different towns and popping on Tinder so you could suck some rich dude's dick so they could buy you a fucking lobster dinner at fucking Morton's.
He was big into webcamming with his girlfriend, or his wife, actually. So when I went out there, they flew me out.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Pump the brakes. We're figuring some shit out now, aren't we? So some dude with his wife, they're looking for some chick to bang and do webcam stuff with, and that's what she. Oh boy, the plot thickens. Subscribe. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. All right, here we go.
Where was I going? Okay, so while I was in Tampa, one of my downloads, my information download, it sounds so weird saying that. I need to think of a different name to say. Okay, so while I'm there, I spent some time in Tampa before. I was thinking about the time that I went out to Tampa to meet this guy. He was big into webcamming with his girlfriend, or his wife, actually. So when I went out there, they flew me out. They had this big house. They had girls there camming. It was like this big webcamming, I'm not going to say brothel, but this big webcamming mansion house.
Is she an escort? Is she an escort or a webcam model?
And one of the things I didn't really care for on it was that they were taking pictures, the internet, from the webcam thing. They were taking pictures and posting them on some kind of site, and that's what they do on these
Yeah, that's what webcam sites are for, you fucking moron.
Camming sites, is they record you and they take pictures of you without your consent, and they put them on websites, and you have to pay money to get these pictures of you off. So that's something that I was not cool. I wasn't doing anything, but I was just hanging out by the pool and in the hot tub, and it's not really something that I want of myself just freely on the internet. So that is what kind of...
You went over to somebody's house who runs a webcam, basically a webcam thing, right, with his wife, and you didn't want that. What were you there for? No, honestly. What were you there for? Explain to me what you were there for. I really want to know what you were there for.
Steered me away from that. But one thing, I feel like this trip to Tampa with this guy, a defense contractor, was essentially part of a grooming process, really, for escorting, for human trafficking, because while I was up there, he mentioned to me two cities, King of Prussia and Tyson's Corner, and those are two really big cities for escorting in Virginia. Now,
you went over to a guy's house to fuck him and his wife, and they flew you out there and they paid for everything. You're at a webcam thing, and now you're talking about sex trafficking? I'm sorry, what fucking world are we living on?
That time, I had no idea. I'd never even heard of those cities. That was like, whatever. But after my 2-week stint, like I told you guys about, with that agency, those were two of the cities.
What agency? She's an escort. Like, that's it, right? Is this confirmed she's an escort?
On the list. I don't know how I didn't think about that, but he was talking about, oh yeah, King of Prussia, it's good. There's a lot of money there. I didn't know what he really meant by that. I thought he just meant like stripping, or like people from King of Prussia have a lot of money, so maybe they go on the webcam a lot. I didn't think he was talking specifically about escorting, but he thought that I knew what that whole game was. So I think it was just like grooming for me to go there and meet this kid and
why did you go?
Get involved in all this. So this is what I think, and this is what I've known.
Why did you
for some time.
go?
Cops know about the human trafficking. They know how this process works. So you have defense contractors, you have security contractors. Okay, so there's your cameras right there, and then you have police, and it all kind of just works in conjunction together, like all these different outlets. Like, how do defense contractors in this? Well, these are people dealing with people overseas and stuff like that, so they can easily have connections. You know, you got guns and things like that.
That's what is a very good point, Linebacker. That's what this is. She thinks gang banging is the same as gang stalking. Look, they're both gang, but they're completely different things, guys.
They want girls too, so probably not a bad thing for a defense contractor to get into. So you have defense contractors, security contractors, police. It's linked to human trafficking. It's linked to webcamming.
What do you do?
And it all plays into gang stalking if you talk about it, I guess. Or, I don't know, overstep your limit with these people. I don't know. But that was something that came to my mind that I just wanted to get out there. So yeah, so I am going to be moving around quite a bit, just to get some different perspectives from different places. I like getting different downloads. So I'm going to record the videos and then post them after I leave. So for most of you that know how this targeting situation works, you can probably understand why I would do some.
FedEx says, Royce, ask the wife for a pass and bang her. No! Are you fucking kidding me? Do you not understand how crazy this woman is? I feel bad for anybody. Can you imagine pillow talk with this dumb idiot? I'm honestly trying to understand. I'm trying to go through her videos and I'm trying to understand. Here, you go watch with me. Trying to understand what she does. Somebody, if somebody wants to, you know, if you feel like it, comb through some of these and maybe figure out specifically what this woman is about. Like, what does she do? Because I'm thinking escort, because like, why else would you fly out to some dude's house, right? I'm trying to go super empath. Okay. I'm going through her videos. I'm just trying to.
Hey guys, it's Cash, and I know I said that I would be back on Monday, but I went on a mini spiritual trip to another country. Why would you do that? Some may say it's crazy. I prefer the terms free-spirited and brave, but to each their own. So the country that I went to, it is considered a third world country, and I did go by myself. So I'm so grateful for this experience because it actually put a lot of things together for me. I had a great spiritual.
Yeah, that's great. I'm sorry. I don't care about that. Now I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep now. I need to know. I need to figure out what in the world she does.
Hey guys, it's Cash, and today I'm going
Fake
to talk
boobies.
about how when narcissists can't control you, they will try to control how others
Your
see
pimp?
you. So what that means is they will go to any lengths possible through a smear campaign, you know, recruiting.
Oh,
their
she's
friends,
gonna lose her
family,
mind now that we're
anybody
subscribing
that
to her.
they can.
She doesn't know what she. So we're gonna close this one out because I can't do this one all day because I start going into the deep end and losing my mind. Ooh, ooh boy. That is. You know what? There's only one thing to do for that. There's only one thing to do, and I believe that one thing is to cleanse the palate.
Brakes are getting squirrely on me. I've had some boots on layaway
Let's
here
go ahead
at
and cleanse the
Zapateria La
palate.
Bailarina.
This is important.
Oh! 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 Wait, what? Oh!
We needed this.
Oh! I'm just goofing. New
New
boot
Took's
goofing.
goofing.
I'm just goofing. New boot goofing. Genuine ostrich. 3 payments. Oh! Oh! I'm just goofing. New boot, goofing. I'm just goofing. New boot,
Okay, I won't stop. I won't stop.
Genuine ostrich. 3 payments. Oh!
That's a good Tukes. That's a good Tukes.
I'm just goofing.
Goofing.
New boot, goofing. I'm just goofing. New boot, goofing. Genuine ostrich.
Oh, this fixed a
3
lot of the
payments.
craziness, right? This fixed that fixed a lot of the craziness. All right, let us move on. I don't think we're not going to be able to get to everything today. There's just too much stuff. There's just too much stuff. Let's see if this guy. I want to see if this guy. So obviously, there's a. Hold on, I have to find it. Come on, where is it? All right. So there's a big movement, right? There's a big movement.
Today's video is sponsored.
There's a big movement, a big vegan movement. We all know what's going on. And they always, every time you talk to a vegan or a vegetarian, and look, if you're that, whatever, good for you, but don't fucking push your shit on me. You could eat you could eat stuff that's just like meat. First off, the Impossible Burger's fucking cock garbage. Secondly, don't fucking try to fucking tell me that you could, like, if meat is so bad, how come you vegans are always trying to replicate the awesome taste of meat? So I found this video, and I really want to see if this is going to change my mind about my consumption. Making the ultimate vegan bacon. Now, fuck you. First off, fuck you. Secondly, this person is sponsored by Squarespace, so let's check it out.
Off of your first purchase. So I've made veggie bacon from just about everything. I've made bacon from mushrooms and soy skin. I've made bacon from rice paper and even banana peels. Now I thought that I discovered one of the best plant-based bacons when I made the daikon radish bacon. That was one of my favorite veggie bacons until I tried the store-bought all-vegetarian Inc. bacon. Now that bacon is mostly a vital wheat gluten bacon. It's essentially a seitan bacon. Now I noticed a comment on my ultimate fakin' bacon taste test video from
And of course he has like 150,000 subs, so he's one of the YouTube peeps.
my friend Nigel, who invited me over to the Seitan Appreciation Society Facebook group, where he made a seitan bacon, which is currently going crazy viral over there. Thanks so much for sharing that with me. I love the technique that he does, so that inspired me to make my own, something similar. I'm gonna see if I can make it as good as his, but using my own recipe, doing my own little variation of his technique. I'm really excited to try this one, so let's get moving. Okay, so this is gonna go together pretty quick. Most of this recipe is gonna use textured vegetable protein, TVP. Okay, so
yeah, exactly. Look, I'm fat, but I know why I'm fat, right? Like, I get it. I'm doing keto now. I'm trying to lose weight, but I know why I'm fat, right? I get it. I know why I am. But you're a vegan, right? Like, aren't you supposed to be, like, healthy and skinny and stuff?
sorry to interrupt the video, but I just sat down and I'm editing it, and I realized that from this point on in, that I say TVP. Now, there is actually no TVP in this recipe. There's no textured vegetable protein. I don't know what happened. What I'm using is vital wheat gluten. Yeah, there's no TVP. I don't know why I kept saying TVP.
All of that sounds terrible.
And every time I say TVP, imagine that I
cool.
meant
Let's get to
water
it.
for this recipe.
I really want to
Like
see.
meaty and-
Remember, this is supposed to be healthier
and
than
then,
bacon, which bacon, as you know, is just part of a pig. It's seasoned, and that's pretty much it. You got yourself bacon. All right. Now, let's go ahead and watch this, and I want you to tell me if you think this is healthier than bacon.
Of all of the flavors and spices, we have to overpower the gluten flavor with seasonings and spices. And
Already, you know it's terrible when you have to overpower some other flavor. You know it's already fucking trash.
then to make it like meaty and chewy, the meat texture, we're gonna use chickpeas. These are garbanzo beans, chickpeas, whatever you want. So I'm just gonna really quickly drain the chickpeas. Now I'm not gonna drain them and lose the liquid. We're gonna save this liquid because this is gonna be the water for this recipe. If you've never heard of it or used it before, the liquid from a can of chickpeas is called aquafaba. It's used in a lot of vegetarian and vegan cooking as like a binder and egg replacement. It whips up really well.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you,
No, I will
J.
no eat
Seagulls.
your pedo Satan bacon.
Yeah, no fucking thank you. These are the real Luciferians. These are the real Luciferians.
Like a meringue. It's pretty wild what you could do.
Oh, look
Thank you,
at
Occupy
that.
My Life. What'd you say? I'll have to read it. Un momento, por favor. Eating vegan bacon is like sticking your dick in a fleshlight. No substitute for the real thing. You're right. You're right.
Do with it.
You're right. You know what? You're right. Eating vegan bacon is like fucking a fleshlight. There's no substitute for the real thing, and after you're done, you feel really, really ashamed of yourself.
So we're gonna start this recipe in a blender. You could use a food processor. I'm gonna use my Blend Tech with my twist jar. This just helps it kind of combine a lot easier, but that's how we're gonna start this recipe. But we're gonna use about 1 cup of the chickpeas. I would say almost the whole can, with about 1/2 cup of the aquafaba. So I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1.5 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Now, if you picked up the mushroom seasoning from the mushroom seasoning video,
The other thing with this vegan stuff is you have to go to these fucking specialty stores and buy all this fucking trash.
we're gonna use about
Even his blender's gay. That's very funny.
tablespoon of mushroom seasoning.
Ecox, or you can like just buy bacon. Yeah, you know what's easier than this? Buying bacon.
If you don't have the mushroom seasoning, I would recommend using like a vegetable stock or a fake chicken broth. That's gonna really help kind of bring up the saltiness and savoriness of the recipe. Now we're gonna do
You're right. Is he just not making hummus?
tablespoon of
$40 bacon. You're right. That's the point. It costs so much more than regular bacon.
sesame oil, about a teaspoon of Marmite, about 1/2
The fuck is Marmite? Look, and I like cooking. I'm actually pretty good at cooking. I really am. Seriously, my grandma was fucking great at cooking. Both of my grandmas great at cooking, and Cuban food and all that. I'm really good. I'm really good at cooking. I don't toot my horn too much, but I am. I enjoy doing it, and I'm good at it. I'm fat for a reason. But Marmite, I've never had a recipe where I go, you know what I need? I need some Marmite to really spice up this recipe. Marmite sounds like a Pokemon, someone said. It does, right? You know what I need? I need some Marmite. Every kitchen needs some Marmite.
tablespoon of tomato paste, 1.5 teaspoons of liquid smoke, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and a tablespoon of maple syrup. I'm gonna do about 1/2 tablespoon of maple syrup. All I'm gonna do is just put this jar on, and then I'm gonna pulse this until it is incredibly smooth. Yeah, that tastes like bacon.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't taste like bacon. It doesn't taste like bacon.
It even has kind of like a bacon smell to it. So at this point, I'm gonna add pretty much all of the contents.
Yeah, everyone should eat bacon today just to fucking spite this faggot.
From the blended mixture here. This is the flavor and the liquid for this recipe. For the meat
How is this going to eventually be bacon?
side of the bacon. Now we're gonna make the fat side separate.
So hummus with seasoning. Shut up, closer. You're breaking up his entire thing. You're right. It's vegan bacon's just hummus with toppings, man.
To make it like a stripy bacon. So at this point, I'm gonna add about a cup of the TVP to the mixer with the paddle
Fucking HIV is more like it.
attachment. And then we're just gonna mix this up and let it kind of blend together. Fairly quickly, this starts to kind of form like a nice dough ball. So we're gonna let this just knead here in the bowl for about 5-10 minutes. I'm just gonna kind of take it out and just finish it by hand just for like another minute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want somebody with hairy ass fucking knuckles like that making my food.
Or two, just to get like a really nice smooth dough ball is what we're looking for here.
Fucking smooth dough ball.
Okay, so now at this point we have our nice dough ball here. I'm just gonna divide it in 2, and then we're gonna set this aside and let it rest. And then we're gonna make the fatty part for the bacon. So for this side, I'm just gonna do 1/2 cup of the TVP and about 1/2 cup of the remaining aquafaba liquid here. Now we don't-
Fucking bean water. Stop trying to make it sound aquafaba. It's fucking bean water, asshole.
I don't have enough, so I'm just gonna add just a bit of water to fill up the remaining half of a cup. That's okay. Lock this up and mix it up. Now at this point, these guys have rested a bit, so what we're gonna do is try to stretch them out to be kind of flat.
Look at that.
Thank you, said Harlan.
Davy Crocco needs to stop doing live streams. His streams are a cheap rip-offs of Nightwave.
I like Davy Crocco.
And about the length of a bacon strip. Once you get the length down, then you could start pulling out wider to make it like a wider, thinner piece. Now, once you have that first layer, then just try to mimic it as best as you can with this other one here. This is a nice fat ball here, nice ball of gluten. Now, this is a heck of a lot softer. I'm gonna let this rest for just a minute, but I'm all—
Look at all of this work to have something you could buy at the supermarket. I would have already cooked the bacon up and have been eating it right now.
Also gonna cut this one in half as well, so that way we get 2 layers here. So you can see how well—
It's gross. It just looks gross.
All this is going together. So essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this fat layer, spread it out to be about the same size here. Just kind of stretch it and pull it.
So they're gonna
if
try
it
to
tears,
make it look like the texture of bacon.
Doesn't have to
what's
be
happening, is
perfect.
what he's doing.
And we're just gonna kind of pull it over our bottom layer and definitely push out any like air bubbles that you see. Like really work this in, because if there's air bubbles—
So is there anybody bored housewife that wants to try to make this at their house and on? Because he's gonna say it tastes great. I would love to know what this really tastes like.
Bubbles, that
I'm not gonna make it.
means there's gonna be air bubbles in the bacon itself, and that just doesn't really look right. Gonna drop this layer on top here, fitting it so that way it's about—
It looks like, remember when Play-Doh had that Play-Doh food? Like it would look like cakes or stuff or ice cream or Play-Doh like set. Remember that? Isn't this what this looks like? Doesn't this look like Play-Doh food? Thank you. Thank you so much.
For people who don't eat meat, vegans sure spend a lot of time and money trying to make it
Yes.
look like they do.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
About the same size, kind of pushing over the edge a little bit. Now let's do the same thing with this last stripe of the fat. And then we're gonna wrap this guy up, but before we wrap it up, I'm just gonna drop a little bit of salt on both sides of it and some black pepper. Bacon's normally cured in salt, so it's okay if it's a little salty. You gotta remember, all of this salt is gonna be evenly distributed when these are sliced into bacon.
And this is supposed to be healthy? Sorry, this is supposed to be healthy? This is health food?
In size strips. And then all we have to do is just wrap it up. Now when we wrap it up, it's really gonna help us kind of square off the loaf and form it pretty tight together. And then there we go, there's a little bacon loaf package. So I'm gonna throw this in the freezer until it gets pretty firm. Helping it get firm, it's gonna help us slice really thin bacon slices. Right now, if I were to try to slice it, the fat would stick to the knife, it would be kind of gooey, it would be a mess. We wouldn't get actual slices. So as you've seen on the last few videos, I'm designing a new blog, Sauce Mark, and I'm designing that blog over at squarespace.com. So I chose Squarespace because they have some really powerful blogging tools. They make it really easy to share recipes, photos, videos. They have tools to help you schedule your posts and
Squarespace, like WordPress, but more expensive.
Categorize. They really made it easy and made the website so that way it works for you. See, one of the other features that really sold me on Squarespace was their modern templates.
I love live reads like this. They're so fucking phony. It's so fake.
I love their template design. Each template is handcrafted by their world-class design team, and they're all designed with modern browsers and mobile devices in mind. And they employ the latest CSS, HTML, and JavaScript techniques. So head over to squarespace.com, but when you're ready to launch your website, go to squarespace.com/saucestash and enter code saucestash to get 10% off of your first order of a domain or a website. So this has been freezing for the last few hours. It's pretty hard. It's not frozen solid. So just so it doesn't thaw out, I'm just gonna use the plastic wrap here to kind of hold on to it so that way I'm not putting my fingers directly on it. And then we're gonna just make—
Yeah, guys, that looks just like bacon.
even thin slices. This first one looks pretty good. And
Just
do your
like
best
bacon.
to get as thin as slices
Just
as you
like
can get.
bacon.
This looks awesome. But these strips are looking awesome. Exactly like what I want. I'm
they're
gonna
not. It looks like rancid bacon.
go ahead and just throw this loaf back in the freezer. Now I'm just gonna heat a skillet on about a medium heat with about a half of a tablespoon of vegetable oil. We're gonna throw this bacon in, probably just a few strips at a time. This is gonna be so good. Oil should be good to go. Look at that, look at it, ah! Now I will say that this, because it's like gluten, it puffs up when it cooks. There is a definite bacon smell happening.
No, there's not. You're lying. It's one of those things that it's like Peter Pan, like not Peter Pan, Hook. Remember the movie Hook where they're not really eating food, but they're just imagining that it's food? That's what vegan food is. You're imagining you're eating real food, but it's not real food. We all know it's not real food.
And I do believe the thinner that you can get them, the better off you're gonna be. This one's pretty like almost transparent, so I think this one's gonna come out really well. And if you did cut out like a thicker piece, don't feel bad to just kind of roll it out a little bit, see if you can get it a little thinner. I mean, this is still cooking, but I mean, seriously, just look at this. Look at
it. Looks disgusting.
This. That's amazing. This is amazing. So this is it, the seitan bacon. It has a nice crisp to it. It also has like a fatty spot. It tastes like bacon. Wow, wow, hold on. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
It doesn't taste like, you're lying. Why do you lie? Just eat your tofu and you eat fucking broccoli, you fucking loser. No, seriously, eat your vegetables. Stop trying to, fine, you don't like meat, hey, as a meat eater, stop appropriating my culture, okay? Bacon's not for you. Fake bacon's not for you. It's like a white person having dreads. If they're not allowed to have dreads, you're not allowed to have bacon. You're not allowed to even know what bacon tastes like.
This is the best bacon I've made. This is by far the best bacon I've ever made. But definitely the thinner you get it, the better it's gonna be. If it gets too thick, then it gets a little bread-like. This is better than the daikon bacon. This is the king of plant-based bacons. This has taken the plant-based bacon to the next level. So gang, I wanna make sure I think Squarespace.
Yeah, he did. You know what? That's a really good point. He's acting like it's great, but look at his face when he bites it.
Look at this.
Seriously, look at his face when he bites
That's
it.
amazing. This is amazing.
Watch.
So this is it, the seitan.
His face gives it away.
Bacon, it has a nice crisp to it. It also has like a fatty spot. It tastes like bacon.
Does that look like somebody that's enjoying bacon? Yeah, it looks like they cut because you had to puke. You're right. Does that look like somebody that's enjoying bacon?
Wow, hold on. That's unbelievable.
Unbelievably bad. Unbelievably bad.
That is unbelievable. This is the...
You can even tell it's chewy. He's doing a lot of the chewy faces.
The best bacon I've made. This is by far the best bacon I've ever made. But definitely the thinner you get it, the better it's gonna be. If it gets too thick, then it gets a little bread-like. This is better than the daikon bacon. This is the king of plant-based bacons. This has taken the plant...
I hate that. For fucking plant-based bacon. No, there's no such thing. All right? You're eating fucking pea goo. It's pea goo. You're eating pea goo. You're eating fried up pea goo. It's not plant-based bacon, all right? I won't make a meat-based fucking carrot if you don't fucking stop saying plant-based bacon. Do you hear me? Eat your garbage. If you want to eat your garbage, it's perfectly fine. You can eat your fucking trash, but stop pretending like it's something that it's not, all right? Stop it. Fucking gross, son. All right. Let's how much time? It's gonna be cutting it close. I can't. There's some of these that I want to do that are a little long, and it's gonna be cutting it close. And I don't want to take away any of the fun. So let me see. What can I pull up here for you guys? That's not too long. All right. This one's a little lighthearted and fun. Let's do this one. Lighthearted and fun. Yeah, I joined Antifa, guys. That's why I'm dressed this way. I'm a proud member. Oh, you know what? Sorry. One more thing. Somebody said pig-based bacon is only bacon. You're right. And turkey bacon isn't bacon either. Stop pretending it is. It's not. Sorry. Back to this. Patriotic Poppy Sellers transformed his mobility scooter into a tank ahead of Remembrance Sunday, which is a couple weeks ago, complete with tracks, a gun, and mini rockets. When you defeat all the boomers, this is the final boomer. This guy's probably older than a boomer. Silent generation, I would say. So he's 85. He's not a boomer. But you get the joke. You get it. The grandfather, too, even has added military music to the tank as he drives around his hometown raising funds for the Royal British Legion. Look at this guy. Fucking great. I think it's pretty funny, actually. Good for him, man. I was a bit unsure of the reaction I would get, but people have really liked it, which has been brilliant. He looks like he's rolling around in an iron lung. I didn't think the younger people were still following it. I'm pleased it's been able to help people take an interest in Remembrance Sunday. His father, John, was killed in action during World War II. In 1944, he lost his life at age 34 at the Battle of Anzio, where there were more than 40,000 Allied casualties. Yep, good thing we're not speaking German. I can vaguely remember my dad. I never had a lot of contact with him because he had been in an army from 39 to 44. I was only a toddler when he left. Eddie will be out visiting shops and businesses ahead of Remembrance Sunday, hoping to raise. Yeah, but do you this is something I would commit to, right? Like you have a booger, by the way, but I would stay in this year round. 85 years old, he wouldn't be a boomer. That's older than boomer. I'm really repaying the Royal British Legion in the best way I can. He looks like he's stuck in it. He looks like a torture device. He looks like the okay, this is a Star Trek reference, so I know a lot of you won't get it. But remember that episode where Captain Pike was stuck in that machine and he could only talk in beeps, right? Isn't that what it looks like? Like he's Captain Pike and he could only talk in fucking beeps and boops. What's he doing inside of it? Yeah, hey, let me see your hands. I don't trust you. Let me see your fucking hand. What are your hands doing? What are your hands doing? All right, one more short one. I got one more short one that I think will be fun, and then we're going to fucking head on out of here. It's been a fun show today. I had a good time.
You can feel the intents behind it, you know? And so I felt it. I felt the heat from it. I felt it in her eyes. I knew exactly what it was.
Jessica Richardson says she and her husband were looking to spend the holiday weekend picnicking with their dog, possibly even renting a cabin. She says they Googled a nearby...
Look at those nails. Look at those nails.
Campgrounds of America location and decided to drive there. And that's when things took a turn for the worse.
She jumped out and the gun...
Okay, I was wrong. This is the final boomer right here. This is the final boomer. She's got a fucking revolver. Oh, shit. What the fuck?
The gun was pointed at me, my husband, and our dog. It was just pointing at us. And one finger was on the trigger. The other finger.
Whoa! She's allowed to say that word.
Was on the always fit the
on the lever.
On the lever of the revolver.
Richardson says that's when she pulled out her cell phone. The woman holding the gun identified herself as the property manager, but her choice of words were less than professional.
She was just like, get, you don't belong here, you don't belong here, you don't belong here.
Richardson says the confrontation was shocking.
Time stopped, everything stopped.
Yeah, I was confused with what was going on.
Right.
I mean, we ain't like we were posed a threat to anybody. We're out there walking our dog. I mean,
right.
There's nothing harmful about that.
The fact that she used get like we were a dog. You know, get.
You go on get. You go on get. She's hitting with a spray bottle like a cat.
Get to a stray dog that's on your porch. And that got to me more than you don't belong here.
On the way out, they spoke to another campground employee outside of the office who turned out to be the woman's husband.
So I get out, start talking to him, and he says, first thing he says, oh no, you don't need a reservation for the lake. And then she pulls up, when she flies, pulling up, hops out the car, and then proceeded to yell at my wife.
Get in the car, get in the car.
You get in the car, you need to get back in the car, and like cussing her out, and she's not even saying anything.
With signs at the front entrance and 2 different stories from employees, the Richardsons were confused, horrified, and disappointed. The Army National Guard sergeant recently...
All right, stop at that. That has nothing to do with this. Him serving or not serving has nothing to do with it. Were they on private property? Because there was private property signs, right? Now, I don't think walking out there pulling out a gun was the best thing, but is it private or not? Exactly. That's what I'm trying to understand, because they kind of... You saw them skimmed over that part?
With signs at the front entrance and 2 different...
Is it private property? Were you staying at the campground? The lady was fucking nuts. I'm not saying that. But that's not probably the best way to approach a situation. But hold on a second.
Stories from employees, the Richardsons were confused, horrified, and disappointed. The Army National Guard sergeant recently returned home from a 9-month deployment in the Middle East.
It's kind of crazy. You go over there, don't have a gun pointed at you, and come back here, and the first thing happens, you have a gun pointed at you.
Were you staying there, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hold on.
You can feel the intents behind it, you know? And so I felt it. I felt the heat from it. I felt it in her eyes. I knew exactly what it was.
Jessica Richardson says she and her husband were looking to spend the holiday weekend picnicking with their dog, possibly even renting a cabin. She says they Googled a nearby Campgrounds of America location and decided to drive there. And that's when things took...
Ooh, this story is not... I'm piecing this together. Possibly rent a cabin, which means they didn't rent a cabin and they weren't staying there. Looked to picnic with their dog. So what they did was they took their dog to go picnicking at this campground nearby because it had a lake, but they weren't staying there. Possibly rent a cabin. Listen to these words. They're telling you what's really going on. So they showed up at this Campground of America. They didn't have a reservation. They were using a private property lake, and a lady freaked out and pulled the gun on them. Is that what happened? So you wanted to camp for free there is what happened, right? This story, this is why you got to pay attention to these stories, because once you start getting the whole truth, it's a completely different thing, and you're only seeing one side of this. He possibly was showing up with, I don't know, man. I don't think it had anything to do with them being black. It's not like she fucking dropped an N-bomb or anything. I think they showed up on somebody's private property without, I don't know. Who knows what she told them before? We're only seeing one part of it. I don't know, dude. All I'm saying is that I'm not buying it. I'm not fucking buying it. All right. Thank you, everybody. By the way, that was one of my more fun shows. One of my more fun shows. I appreciate you guys listening. Let me get a little outro music here for you. Let's do this one. I always like ending with this one. This one's good. Thank you for listening. I'll be back in 4 hours for Revenge of the Sis. I hope you guys are there. I hope every single one of you has a fantastic, wonderful, and amazing day wave. Bye. Bye.
I've waited so long. Don't stop, come a little closer as we jam. The rhythm gets stronger. There's nothing wrong with just a little fun. We were dancing all night long. Ooh, I don't know what to do about this dream I knew. I wish this dream comes true. I don't know what to do about this dream I knew. I wish this dream comes true. Oh yeah, yeah. The time is right. I put my arms around you. You're feeling right. You wrap your arms around too. And suddenly I see the shining sun. Before I knew it, this dream was all gone. I don't know Won't you play the game?